Well, why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself? What brings you here?
First off, it wasn't my idea to come here.
Oh, it wasn't?
No, it was Connie's, my wife.
Oh. And what did she want you to talk about?
Sleep.
Oh.
I haven't been sleeping well lately. I don't need your goddamn permission. I asked you for something very simple. I have insomnia. It's a real problem, a concrete problem that prevents me from functioning. I came here and I said, tell me what to do. Mental exercises, breathing techniques. Now you've got me reading my daughter's private emails to you. I don't even know you. How much do I owe you?
Walter. Walter, are you okay? Walter, answer me, please. Are you on medication? Do you have a doctor I can call?
Just give me some air. Okay. Okay. You're okay, Walt. You're okay, Walt.
It's okay, Walt. Breathe. 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 That's it. Okay. You sure you're okay to get out?
Yes.
Okay, let me help you.
Okay.
Feel okay?
Yeah.
You can stay for as long as you like.
No, I told you. I'm fine now. Listen, I'm sorry if I gave you a scare back there.
It's not a problem.
I knew it'd go away. They always do.
Has this happened before?
They go away. These things, they look worse than they are.
And what are they, exactly?
Well, whatever they are, they're not going to kill me. They're inconvenient, sure, but they go away.
And have you ever mentioned them to anyone?
I have a gold-plated executive health plan. I don't really need it, but the company insists on it. If there's anything wrong, they would have found out.
So you told your doctor that you were having trouble sleeping, but you didn't say anything about the panic attacks?
They're not panic attacks.
And what makes you so sure?
They don't happen under stressful situations. They happen at dinner sometimes, or a movie, or evidently during a therapy session.
Have you had one since then?
Actually, I had one this week in the elevator, of all places.
Would you care to tell me about that?
What do you want me to do? Describe the elevator for you?
Well, did anything unusual happen that morning?
No.
Okay. Well, why don't you just describe then the details of that morning as you remember it?
Oh, this is like the game my wife used to play with our kids at the dinner table. We'd ask them how school was. They'd say, fine. Ask them what happened. Nothing. Finally, my wife made them walk through the day, step by step. Is that really what you're looking for?
Humor me.
Okay. Got out of the town car. I went into the building, met the new security guard, showed him my passport, went through the gates, got on the elevator. My heart started racing. My throat closed up. Elevator doors opened. Went into my office. This is about the time that Natalie would usually say, "Can I be excused now?"
Are you saying that you find this exercise pointless?
Well, I don't mean to be a doubting Thomas, but I don't see anything that would have caused a panic attack, do you?
You said there was a new security guard.
Yeah, a kid. What about him?
Well, anything unusual about that? Did it upset you, maybe that you had to show him your ID?
No, you don't know me at all. I knew Bob for over 30 years, and I always made a point of showing him my ID.
And what happened to Bob?
Well, he died, according to the kid. Dropped dead of heart failure. Disappeared.
Were you and Bob close?
I'd nod to him in the morning. He'd say, "Hey, Mr. B, how about those Knicks?" I'd say, "They're breaking my heart, Bob." And just same conversation for 30 years.
It sounds like you two had a morning ritual. Do you think that you miss him?
Bob? No, Paul. I don't miss Bob. I enjoyed our banter, and I feel sorry for his family, but he meant nothing to me.
I just wonder if there might be some connection between Bob's death and your attack in the elevator, that's all.
I think you're grasping for straws there, fella.
Okay.
Like I said, I've had these since I was a kid. I'm used to them.
From when you were a kid? Really?
Off and on.
Well, do you remember how old you were when you experienced your first one?
6. I had to be 6. I was already sleeping in my brother's room.
Were you close with your brother?
He died when I was a boy. He drowned.
And what age was he?
16. Getting ready to go to college in the fall. Yale. Seems kind of young for that, but he skipped a few grades. All the brightest kids did back then. And of all of them, Tommy was the brightest. You have no idea. Real golden boy. Valedictorian, full scholarship. Tommy walked on water.
How was it for you when he died?
Fine. I don't even know if I really knew what was going on. I was so young. All I know is that one day, Tommy just wasn't there. I think I stayed with the neighbors for a few nights, and then I went home. My dad was sitting on the porch, drinking his lager, waiting for me. He walks me out to my brother's room. All his stuff was still there. Nothing changed. My father said, "This is yours now." I just told your mother, "Now I know why we had you." Then he turns around and leaves me there. Or at least that's how I remember it.
It's a very powerful memory.
Well, like I said, I was young. I might have it wrong.
And when you tell it now to me, what emotions does it bring up for you?
I just feel sorry for the old man. Tommy was everything to him.
And your mother, how did she react?
Her hair turned white. She had this gorgeous auburn hair. And then overnight, she changed into an old woman. I thought she was a changeling for a while. And my real mother was trapped somewhere far away.
Walter, what you're talking about, describing, it's significant. It must have been hard for you to cope with the loss of your brother and your parents' grief.
Kids are resilient. They survive.
But you began to have these attacks after you were sleeping in Tommy's room.
Yeah, I did. So what?